Welcome back Year 4 to Biography Writing, and this is our Lesson 3. Today we are going to be looking at grouping information using subheadings, and to do this successfully we will need to think about the notes that we've already collected about Tim Peake before the Easter holiday, and maybe you'll need to revisit those. We're going to be organising the information that we have in chronological order, that means in time order. And then finally, we're going to be thinking about grouping this information under subheadings, and that's the task that you're going to do later on. So if we get going, these are the biographies that we've already seen before, and I'm just going to ask you to pause in a moment and see if you can tell me 3 different subheadings that you can see on these biographies. So have a pause. What 3 different subheadings can you see? Brilliant, well done. Let's move on. So, I've got these facts about Tim Peake. So this is what I found out about Tim Peake from my research before the Easter holidays. So I found out that he ran a marathon in space. He became a helicopter pilot in 1994. He was a Cub Scout. He spent 17 years in the army. He launched into the ISS, the International Space Station, on the 15th of December 2015. He studied at the Chichester High School for Boys. My husband went there. He was in the same year as him, I have found out before the Easter holidays. He was born on the 7th of April 1972, and now Tim works in an astronaut centre in Cologne, which is in Germany. So I want you to think, can you roughly put this information into chronological order, time order, starting from the very first thing that would have happened to Tim to the thing that's happened most recently, where he is now? Just roughly, can you put those in chronological order? So pause the video and have a think now. Well done. I've decided for my biography, I'm going to use these subheadings. I'm going to use early life, things that happened to him when he was a child. Early career, that means things that happened when he first started to work, so what jobs did he have? Then because his space life, his life as an astronaut is such a big thing, I've called my next one Life in Space. And now I've called the final paragraph, the final bit of information, the subheading, Life Back on Earth. And I would like you to have a think, using my information or your information, so we can go back to this one, can you put where you think these bits of information, these facts about Tim Peake, where would they go? Under what subheading would you put them? So for example, Tim Peake was born on the 17th of April 1972. What subheading would you put that under? Early life, early career, life in space, or life back on Earth? So you might want to have a go at this now. Pause it, have a go. You might want to put some of your own facts under these subheadings too. Right, well done. So I'm going to show you where I've put my information and see if you agree with me. So I put underneath early life for my subheading the fact that he was born on the 7th of April 1972. He was a Cub Scout, because that's a club that you go to when you're little, and he studied at Chichester High School for Boys, so he was still at school. It was the early time in his life. For early career, I have put he became a helicopter pilot, and he spent 17 years in the army. Life in space, I've tried to put everything to do with his trip to the ISS in this little section. So when he launched the ISS on the 15th of December, and that he ran a marathon in space. And for life back on Earth, I've put what he's doing now. So Tim is working at an astronaut centre in Cologne in Germany. So I've tried to get all the facts that I have, and I've put them underneath the subheading that is the most relevant. And you can choose your own subheadings. You might choose similar ones to me, or you might choose some different ones. You might have the same information as me. You might have some extra or additional information. But your task today is to organise the notes that you took about Tim Peake before Easter and put them under the subheadings that you are going to use in your biography. Your subheadings need to be in chronological order. because we don't want to be reading about his early life when he was born right at the very end of his biography. And you can do this in your plain learning journal. If you're thinking at this moment, I didn't do a very good job at taking notes about Tim Peake, don't worry, you can always go back and use the information for some more research. So your finished bit of work today should look a little bit like mine, but you will probably have more information underneath each one of your bullet points, and under each one of your subheadings, sorry. So good luck, and I can't wait to see some photos of some of your learning.